Hello again. Welcome in for some more extra time trivia. It's me, Boxy. As always, we've got Woodsy here, just us two again for this one. And it's another sort of a different one. We've got Bad Boys, Woods. These are, as it stands, credit to Cinch Footy, the highest givers of money in the AFL, the highest fined players in the last, 20, 30 years ever. So obviously the asterisks are current players. I've got the clubs that the players played for, and most fined players in history are cumulative by money given up, money forked out. I thought this was a pretty interesting one that Cinch Footy posted a few weeks ago, so it's pretty current as well, obviously, and do your best to sort of name the players. Obviously, don't think too hard if they're a bit of a knucklehead. They're more than likely to be on here.
Okay, so that top one without a club.
It's too obvious.
Toby Green?
It's Toby Green. Had to be Toby. I think his cash forked out is upwards of over $30,000. And when you consider that his fines, the fines I usually get are no more than about $1,000, $1,500. That's quite a lot.
Is it Collingwood Carlton Dale Thomas?
It's Daisy. Mind a little scuffle.
Now, the Carlton Brisbane one can be one of two players. I'm going to go with Mitch Robinson.
It's Mitchy Robinson. It's on fire, the Woods.
Could have been Brendan Favola, but I was like, nah. This is where I dry up, though. Can't think of any other players. I'm glad I got those three. I think I did see this actually a while ago, and that's why I was like, oh, I should have remembered that because Boxy would have used it.
I was going to use it a few weeks ago, yeah, but I forgot. But
Essendon Port Adelaide.
There's no current player icon on that one.
I know that. I'm trying to think of... I can't think of just purely Essendon Port Adelaide players that would have got...
Doesn't mind a bit of trouble, this guy. Still even.
That does not help.
There's a lot of clues I could give for him, but they're quite obvious.
I think I'm tapping out because I can't
So
think of anybody.
the Port Adelaide current player, which is pretty much why this list was made by Cinch Footy, because he's been fined a couple times very recently. And he's very close to breaking the record already.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Young player, leader of his club.
Oh. I remember seeing it and I'm there going, oh, yep. Butters?
Zach Butters.
Yep.
So Butters is up to 29K already, and I think he's, what would he be, in his third or fourth year?
He'll just get paid more by the club. He's a good player.
He needs to reel it in, though, I think. Been in the news a lot. And obviously on the weekend there was a vision of Ken Hinkley having a pretty stern conversation with him on the bench about his antics with Tom Liberatore. Got himself another fine. So he just keeps forking money out, Butters. He wins awards, and he wins games for his club, but he gives away a bit of coin.
Melbourne. What era was this guy playing in?
The one just gone.
So recently retired?
So one of those that would have started early 2000s, finished late.
Nathan Jones?
Jonesy.
I'll keep on this path. Is it North Melbourne? What era?
Same as Jones. This is a man you don't want to run into.
Archer?
Not Archer.
Man-
Later.
I figured
Recently, very recently retired.
No, not Thompson. He was different. Oh, any other clues?
Midfielder. Clearance ball.
Nah.
Rough as guts. It's Ben Cunnington.
Oh. Yeah.
This
no.
one, as we go down, I could have put two more logos, but not as a player.
Two more logos, but not as a player. Oh.
Could have been fined during the week.
Was this a Gold Coast coach, Damien Hardwick?
It's Damien Hardwick. Absolute shoe-in for this list. Suits him perfectly.
Yeah, well,
This one is a North Melbourne leader. You probably wouldn't expect it, to be honest.
Zeeble?
Not Zeeble. Current player.
Oh, yeah, Zeeble's retired. Current player.
Captain.
Thing is, I can picture the captain now, Jai Simpkin.
It's Jai Simpkin. That one surprised me a little bit. The Richmond current player.
I wanted to say Martin.
Yeah, it's Dusty.
Brisbane. Jonathan Brown.
Not quite.
Oh.
Famously decided to just go rogue in his final game.
Alistair Lynch.
Lynchy. This one could have had another logo, and you mentioned him before.
Favola.
It's Fev.
Yeah, that's a bit dog of you. not to have-
Sorry, I didn't.
Come
I forgot. Sort of his Brisbane days
Come
are
on.
quite forgettable, to be honest. But the figure for all of these men was upwards of $270,000 in fines.
Wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind that.
Just for getting in a little bit of niggle here and there. That's quite unbelievable. But they don't really mind, obviously. I think you can say what you want about the fine situation, whether it actually deters people from doing things or not. Clearly doesn't stop these blokes. But it's interesting because they've all either having or have had some pretty good careers. So didn't really stop them from playing good footy. But they're the bad boys of the AFL, the highest money givers in terms of suspensions and fines. Toby Green leads the way. I think he's over 30, 31, 32K, and Zach Butters right behind him already is the big story here. But you did pretty well. Woods got off to a pretty hot start. I think you would have got Fev as well if I was a bit nicer to you with the logos. But again, they're the bad boys of the comp. You did pretty well. Make sure you stick with us for another one. If you found that interesting, you want us to keep doing that one. See if Butters takes the lead in the next few weeks. He might just do so. Stay with us and we'll be back for another one.